Sorry, the video stopped there. So the next two things are the last two things here. This here is an Underwood number 5 standard typewriter from about 1924, 1925, could be earlier. This was a revolutionary typewriter design. It was used for almost every office, every military installation, everywhere someone needed to type. From the time it was made up until about 1950, when they started coming out with fancier things. But anyways, and even then, these things were still used well into the 50s and 60s. Just by they never died. This one still works. I don't have paper in there, but you can see there's a little problem with the mechanism here, but it should be fine for a while yet. And I'm not really sure what made these revolutionary, but they were, and it's a super well-designed machine overall. So yeah, that's an Underwood standard typewriter from 1925. The next thing, the last thing, is this Hallicrafters Model S38B from around 1948, 1949. I'm sorry, it's got all the wrong knobs here. These two knobs are wrong. But this was designed by one of the most famous industrial designers of the 20th century. His name was Henry Dreyfuss, and he designed streamlined stuff, flyers like the train, lots of cameras that kind of looked like this, but not that one, obviously. Just lots of Art Deco stuff, lots of streamlined stuff. This radio up here kind of looks like one of his typical designs. It's an RCA from 1947 or so. But this radio, the back is kind of designed, you don't see this kind of back on any other brands other than Hallicrafters. This reminds me a lot of European radios at the time, which was, at the time, European radios were very high Art Deco and very simplistic and kind of symmetrical. Well, not symmetrical. Lots of shapes. I don't know how to say that. On the front, it's just a functional 2-dial. What makes this interesting is the circle here. The band spread and the tuning are separated from each other. The Hallicrafters logo in the middle, and the band selector. I find it interesting that there's these little lines coming up into the band, so I think that's kind of cool. And then it has all the rest of the controls at the bottom here. The only thing that I would say isn't exactly the best on this, it's also very compact and light. The only thing that I would say isn't the best on this radio is the speaker on the top. Now this might seem fine at first, and I guess the speaker on the side would not work very well either, and you can't really put it on the front, and just having another thing out here for a speaker, it's ugly. So I understand why it's on the top, but lots of dust gets in here, and there's no, you can take the speaker out and clean it, but it's not exactly user-friendly to do that. So that's one of the things that's a bit iffy about this radio. Other than that, yeah, I think it's a pretty well-designed radio. And the last thing, I wasn't going to have this originally, but I guess I'll put it in now, is this, and this is just my opinion. You guys could think it's totally horribly designed, I don't know. It's a Bell & Howell movie projector. Why is it not okay there? Movie projector from the 1950s, and this was one of their more famous designs. The way you pack it in here is quite interesting. You wrap the cord around the reel, the secondary reel, which goes up here. These will snap out of the front. It's very compact, it's light. This part unscrews. This also, to me, this also looks like a Henry Dreyfuss design, but I don't think it is. Yeah, I just think this is very nice looking, very sleek. The paint, the industrial finish, metal paint on this is really cool. The only thing I don't think I like is how the bottom isn't closed up with maybe, you could probably fit a thin sheet of aluminum under here, and they didn't do that, and you can see the wire goes over here. But I guess it did need vents for the heat coming out of the motor and the light. So yeah, that's that. So I looked at this Bell & Howell slide projector, this shortwave radio, this Underwood typewriter, these two toys, Lesney Matchbox and Dinky toys, this Westclock's alarm clock, this coffee thing, and this little camera. So thank you guys for watching, and yep, that's it. Thanks.